Happy Friday, everyone. Stephanie Fullerton. I am glad that I can jump on a quick recording just to kind of give you some updates, stock market, I'm going to talk about Social Security. Recently I've had a lot of questions from our clients about, are we in recession? Are we going to go into recession? How is that going to affect the stock markets? Basically what I can do is just look at data. I always say, history maybe we can look back at history. It will define what tomorrow looks like, but we also know that history sometimes repeats itself, but not always repeats itself. So let's go back. Let's go back to 1937. Remember the Great Depression period where we saw the U.S. economy, the S&P 500, had sold off. It was in a range of anywhere from 14 to 57% drop during that period of recession. Now, if we look at new data, we see that the S&P had dropped. It actually had dropped off 32%. But now as we look into the future, we know that the beginning of the year, the stock market's S&P actually has ended up after the first quarter. So typically, if you take a look at the stock market, it will bottom 4 to 5 months before a recession ends. But also, if you look at other data, it has said as early as 9 months before the recession ends. So I guess the bottom line is we don't know. We can look at history to kind of project what the future looks like. I do believe that we have seen some pretty deep dives in the market. As we go into this first quarter, we know that the markets ended up. So I'm hoping that we're at kind of the bottom, but let's just hold on. That's why you have us here, is to help watch and hopefully control that volatility that we face in the markets. Let's talk about Social Security. We've heard possible cuts. Recently, I was listening to one of the Morningstar reporters out there talk about one of the things that as advisors that they are recommending, that with clients that are 55 or younger, that possibly taking a look at Social Security strategies could be pretty important. There is a rumor out there, especially if you're 55 or younger, you could experience a reduction maybe of 20%. Bottom line is we just don't know. So I think it's important that we are responsible when we are looking at Social Security. I encourage anyone at any time, always go into or even talk to someone with a Social Security department, whether it's over the phone, whether it's online, to make sure that the way that you're claiming your Social Security benefits are correct. Also know that we can customize reports here. We do it all the time. Just ask us to get a report for you. We'd be happy to do that. A couple other things as we look into the next few weeks. Know that next week, a week from Monday, our office will be closed for Memorial Day. We are going to be honoring that day, honoring all those that have fought hard and long for our country. At Fullerton Financial, we always want to say thank you for fighting for us and protecting our country. Other than that, that's the updates for this week. I'm trying to talk Beasley into coming next week and doing an update, so hopefully he'll be here. As always, make sure you're staying up to date. If you need any questions or you have any questions, you need to speak to one of our advisory team. We are here at Fullerton Financial to help you, to service you. Look forward to talking to you all the time. Have a great weekend. Thank you.